Hello everyone, this is Linda, and as most of you know, I was participating in Mynashka's budget challenge for the last 4 months. Well, January 31st was the official ending of the challenge. So I'm here with my final update and to let you guys know how I fared over the last 4 months. So here's my final update. And let's see, come in a little bit. There we go. So I don't really have my hauls to show you. I just had so much going on. I didn't do any haul videos this month, but I have listed everything that I spent and where I spent it. And the total for the month was $181.12. Now, I did do a breakdown over the last 4 months to show you where I started and how I ended up. So I allowed for myself $200 a month. That was my budget. And in October, I spent $145.07, which left me $54.93. In November, I got $200 for my budget allowance, plus I had $54.93, which gave me $254.93 because we could carry over or we had to subtract depending on which way we went. So luckily for me, I was able to do pretty good most months. So in November, I had $254.93. And I did go over. I went over $17.50. So I ended up at the end of November, I ended up with $37.43. So I added that to my $200 for December, and it gave me $237.43, which I spent $136.80, which left me $100.63 at the end of December. Added to my January budget of $200, I had $300.63. I spent $181.12 for January, which left me $119.51 in my pocket right now. So, how about that? I was able to stay within the budget, all except December, but luckily, I had money left over, so it all worked out. And I have to say that I learned a lot from this budget, and I just want to thank Natasha for thinking of it, because it kind of broke the cycle that I was in of just thinking that I had to go every few days and buy something. It was like a monster that I was feeding, and there was never enough. And I was buying stuff even when I didn't need it. I mean, I was like addicted to buying scrapbook supplies, crafting supplies of all kinds, for any reason and no reason. I didn't even need them. Didn't even have a use for them. Didn't know if I ever would have a use for them. But I just thought I had to get it, just because. And you guys know what I mean. I mean, not everybody. A lot of people have self-control, but hey, there's a lot of us that don't. And this budget really helped me to get my spending under control. And I just want to thank you, Natasha, for that. Because even though the budget's over, the challenge, I'm going to keep myself on my $200 a month budget. Now, I could probably go lower, but I'm not going to, because if I try to go too low, I'm gonna blow it every month. But if I keep it about 200, I'm not likely to go too much over that, because I wasn't keeping track before, and I was spending way, way more. And so I'm really proud of myself. I can see in my spending habits that I've improved a lot. And so for me, $200 is a good amount of money to spend each month. Like I said, I could spend more, but I don't really have any need to spend more. What I'm going to do, what I'm planning on doing, is taking the money that I have left over each month, because it does add there's a little more there every month that I'm being able to save. Like now, being on my $200 a month budget for the last 4 months, I have $119.51. So I'm keeping it, and I'll add it to my $200 for this month. And whatever I don't spend, I'm just going to keep adding to it until I have enough money to buy something that I want that's big. It might be something crafty, or it might be something else. But it's, it's a way to save towards something else and reward myself for being better than I used to be at controlling my spending. So it's worked good for me. I've enjoyed it. I have to say that when I first started in October, it was really, really hard. I had a terrible time in October. Even though I only spent $145, the month seemed like it was never going to end. And it's really about all I thought about. I just wanted to go spend money so bad. And I had to literally, I had to stay at home and to keep from spending too much. I couldn't go online and look, because looking would lead to buying. And so the first month was hard. It was like withdrawal, I guess. November was a little easier. December was not too hard, because I was thinking about Christmas shopping and buying for other people, even though I did spend my share in December on things for myself. But December wasn't very bad, and January's been pretty easy. I've been to Michael's a ton of times this month, and I've walked out with nothing, because I think now, well, do I need that? Maybe I better save my money in case something comes along that I really, really want. So that is pretty much what I've been saying to myself, and it's becoming easier and easier to remember when I go in a store to think to myself and to say, do I really need that? Am I going to use it? So sometimes, though, I say, well, I don't need it, and I'm probably not going to use it, but I want it anyway. And so I get it. But that's just the crafty part that's going to always be, because I watch YouTube and I think, well, I better get this. You just never know. Anyway, I'm rambling now, and I'm going round in circles and saying the same things over and over again. So, anyway, this budget really taught me a lot, and I'm so glad that I did it. So, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.